Andrew from SACS. This is a brief video to introduce you to a short form of mindfulness activity. Firstly, I just want to talk about what we mean by mindfulness. Mindfulness, I'm sure you've heard of, but I wonder if everybody knows what that actually means. And in fact, often people, when they talk to me about mindfulness, there's a variousness of what people mean by that. Mindfulness is about being in the here and now. But why is that so important? You'll see from this diagram that let's say a person has 100 units of mental energy to spend on a particular task, they really actually use the full 100%. And the reason for that is that there is a narrative running in their mind which kind of distracts from being in the here and now. So let's say you've got to make a speech. It's best, if you're making a speech, to be in the here and now so you can concentrate on what you're going to say and you can concentrate on how the audience is responding and modulate your approach and all that kind of stuff. The narrative can derail, but it can also cause negative emotions like anxiety or depression. And so, in response to this, research has indicated that people who practice being in the here and now kind of expand their capacity to be in the here and now, and as part of that, it sort of shrinks the narrative. Historically, people would often try to concentrate on the narrative and suppress it. As it turns out, neurology of all of this tells us that if you try to suppress something in the human brain, it typically makes it stronger. So that doesn't work. Now, practicing being in the here and now can be demonstrated to reduce anxiety, depression, to make people happier and so forth. And that's really why there's a worldwide trend towards mindfulness activities. But not all of us have 15 minutes to sit down and meditate, and also some of us don't like that. So alternative approaches to mindfulness have been developed, and these are sometimes called ambulatory mindfulness methods. And that's ambulatory just means you can do them as you're walking around. And I want to show you one called 5-4-3-2-1, which is very simple and very quick and has been used with success in a range of different settings. So 5-4-3-2-1. 5 is 5 things to look at. So in a room, make sure that you won't be interrupted, and you look around the room and you notice 5 separate things. Now, as you notice those 5 separate things, a really important part of mindfulness is that you will notice thoughts come, and the thought might be, hey, I forgot to do something at work, or maybe Mary said something to me that made me upset, or something like that. That's all narrative. So when those thoughts come, you don't fight them, you notice them, but you let them go and you refocus your attention on the here and now. 5 things that you can see. The second thing you do is you close your eyes and you notice 4 things that you can feel. And so it may be the pressure of the floor on your feet, it may be the temperature of the air, whatever. You notice 4 things that you can feel. Then, still with your eyes closed, you notice 3 things that you can hear. Then, still with your eyes closed, you focus on 2 things that you can smell, 2 separate aromas. And then finally, you focus on 1 thing that you can taste. Now, if you do this activity, you'll determine for yourself how much time you need to spend on the 5, the 4, the 3, the 2, or the 1. But one of the things that you'll find is that after you do this activity, you will be a lot calmer. When I'm coaching people about public speaking, I often encourage them to use this technique because it's the kind of thing that you can do. Let's say you're sitting there and you're about to go up and make the speech and you've got 5 minutes. Do a 5-4-3-2-1. It can make you a lot calmer. So this is mindfulness for busy people.